Hey guys, it's jessiivee, and I feel like I'm literally inside of a snow globe right now, and it is such a contrast to the video that I'm making because outside is so happy and beautiful. And this video is definitely a dark one and one I've been very nervous to post, and I cannot believe I'm doing it. I firstly want to make a disclaimer and just say that if anyone comes to my channel to feel happy or to escape from the world and find entertainment, this video is probably not for you, and you can come back in the next one and things will definitely be better and happier and more entertaining. This video, I'm telling you my truth for the first time. It's something I've been holding back for months and years actually. And so if you care about my personal life and what I've been going through and what's on my mind, I hope you'll stick around because there's a lot to talk about. And to do this, I'm gonna need my comfort drink, so let's make some hot chocolate. Not me already being emotional coming back with my hot chocolate. So I'm just gonna come out with it and say that I have lost my spark. I've been on survival mode for the past 2 years, and my family hasn't really known, my friends haven't really known, you guys haven't really known. Maybe you have noticed, I don't know. But it's been something I've been keeping inside for a while, and I have finally decided to put it out there into the universe and into the world to hopefully come to terms with it and to be able to move on, start new, find excitement again, and hopefully find my spark again. I've been posting compilation videos for a while, especially the last 6 weeks. It's been like almost every other day. And it's so strange because I have to sit down and edit those videos and look through my entire history of YouTube videos on my channel. I've been posting for 10 years. I have over 2,000 videos in the bank, and I have to like look through all of them to find the certain topic that goes in the compilation video. And in doing that, I'm looking at all the different phases of me, of jessiivee, of my life at different points, and it's been so surreal and so strange because, for example, I look at myself when I don't know, 5 years ago when I was posting videos, and I have so much passion and excitement and energy, and I'm loud and I'm jumping around in my chair, and I look at myself and it's like I'm looking at a different person. I'm like, who is that? I mean, she's cool, she's excited, I love her, but that's not me. And it's bizarre. It's almost like I'm looking at different people and I'm like disassociating that that's me. And I think that's really the first clue that I had that something is wrong with me. Something is not right. Something is not okay. So the past while, I've really been taking in that I have different phases of my life where I almost look at myself as an entirely different person for each of those phases. So for example, when I first started YouTube back in 2014, I was so shy, so timid. You can see in the video that I'm talking so softly. I'm scared. I have no idea what my future holds. I have no idea that in the next year I'm gonna hit 100,000 subscribers and my life is gonna change and all these people are gonna care what I have to say, even though I was so shy and bullied in high school. And so that person is a different person to me. Then there's another phase of myself where I got excited and was telling story times every single day from parts of my life, and I was making crazy jokes and I was happy to make people laugh, and that person seems like a different person to me. And then there's the phase where I dyed my hair black and I was starting to talk about spooky things, and I was going to graveyards, and I went on my first tour, and that was crazy how I was able to speak to hundreds of people on a stage. And there was the phase where I was first diagnosed with Lyme disease, and I remember thinking that my world was ending and that I would never be the same, and I had all these treatments to be on for months and months and months, and feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm 23 years old and I have this horrible sickness that a lot of people have to deal with lifelong, and what am I gonna do? And I've just started my career, and that was a really tough time. And even though I was afraid, my spark did not dull because I think I had a lot of hope. Because when you're first diagnosed with something, when you first get sick, there is a lot of hope. right? That this might not be forever. Even though I did have a lot of dark thoughts, I had a lot of hope. And I was able to get better, and I was able to buy my first house, which was insane to me at 23 years old, being able to do that. And I remember feeling so grateful, and I just couldn't believe it. Then there's the phase where I was doing the creepy nostalgia videos and talking about weird toys and stuff that we had from our childhoods, and I found a lot of passion in that as well. And in doing these compilation videos, I was actually able to see where my spark started fading. And like, spark to me is just like your like passion for life. Like who you are at your core, your personality, your vibrance, your light. I was able to see where that started fading. I started losing my spark when I was diagnosed for the second time with more Lyme disease co-infections, and this would have been in the spring of 2019. I started noticing that my breathing was getting really bad. I was having more heart issues, and at first I thought it was maybe asthma and, you know, just things that you could treat and kind of work through. But then I had to go back to the States because Canada doesn't treat for stuff here. And I did more testing, and yeah, I found out I had more Lyme disease co-infections, and I had a really, really scary one called Babesia duncani. And it's one that attacks your heart function and your lung function, and you can't really get rid of it. The bacteria was all through my body inside biofilms, which, you know, that's a complicated thing. And I had to go through a ton of crazy treatments, even through my wedding. I remember even walking down the aisle struggling to catch my breath, and no one knew. And I remember standing even like at the altar with Ty and feeling so sick, but being happy to be at my wedding and to be marrying him. But that is where my spark started to fade, because I really started to realize like, wow, I think I'm gonna be chronically ill forever, and at such a young age, and how am I gonna deal with that? And I think all of those thoughts and all of those realizations sort of take away your like youth, you know, and your happiness and like passion for life. And I started to have to think harder about work and videos, because I don't think it came naturally anymore. All of a sudden my whole focus was on my health and surviving and just struggling with that. Then I see another phase of myself where I was on treatments that made, you know, things bearable, and I was feeling a little bit better, and I was able to move into my second house, so this house that I'm in now. And there was a couple years where things were a lot better, and then I'm currently at this new phase in my life, who I am now, and it started after my wisdom teeth surgery, which might sound crazy to people, like, okay, you got your wisdom teeth out. I ended up being in the 1% of people in the world who had really, really bad complications. So for months after I had my surgery, I was having infection after infection after infection. I was in so much pain. There was 1 month where I was in the hospital, I think 8 times. So that was last fall, so the fall of 2023. And I had a fever for 3 months straight. I was having bone infections. I was on all kinds of crazy medications, having to have MRIs and CT scans and x-rays. And I saw like, I don't even know how many oral surgeons, like maybe 10, and every single one of them said, I don't know what's wrong with you. I don't know why you have this much pain. I don't know why the infections keep coming back. And people just were shrugging their shoulders saying, quote, you're just unlucky. You're one of the unlucky ones. And so imagine hearing that after already feeling unlucky with your health, with Lyme disease and the co-infections that I struggled with on a daily basis before I even got my wisdom teeth out. So now I have this new thing where we are now a 1.5 years later since I've had my wisdom teeth out. Every day I have pain in my jaw, up here, in my head. I have headaches. I have pain where the wisdom teeth were taken out. Even though the gums have grown over it, even though it looks healed, I have constant pain. It's like my nerve endings do not shut off. And every single day of my life feels like the day I got my wisdom teeth out, like that much pain. So my spark died after that surgery in 2023, summer, fall of 2023. It went out, blew out, still gone. because now all I know is pain and suffering and feeling sick. And it's crazy because on social media and in my videos, like, I come across fine, because why am I gonna go on my channel and cry every single day and bring people down, you know? So yeah, the last 2 years have been survival mode and forcing myself to get up in the morning sometimes, and forcing myself to sit down and film a video and to work and to keep any semblance of normalcy that I could, so people thought I was okay and that I could continue doing what I love, which was YouTube. And it got so bad that I would give myself these goals to reach in the year, these milestones, little lights that I would have to get to. For example, hang in there until your niece is born, because you need to meet her. You need to see her. And then it was hang on until your favorite author comes out with her new book in the spring, because you want to read that. You don't want to miss out on that. And then it was hang on until your favorite musician comes out with their new album in the fall, because you need to hear it, because he hasn't posted anything new in 5 years. And I don't even really know what I meant by hold on until. I don't think it's as dark as it sounds. I almost think it's more, I am trying to encourage myself to find lights and something happy to look forward to in the year, because everything else has been really dark, you know? Being in pain every day and suffering like that is hard. So it's great to look forward to things in the year to like kind of keep the energy, you know what I mean? I remember about 2 years ago, right before I had my wisdom teeth surgery, I got an email from someone, and it was something I did not expect. They wrote me like 2 full pages about how they saw my spark had gone out. And at that point, I hadn't really come to terms with it. And so if that person is watching, I want to apologize to you, because as soon as I read the email, I deleted it and tried to erase it from my mind, as if I didn't get it, as if that didn't happen. Because no, I was okay. What were they talking about? I had to be okay if I was gonna keep functioning and keep posting YouTube videos and keep being a human. But everything they said was so true. They said that, you know, over the past 10 years, I've been doing this. Not with my quality of content, or at least I hope not, but with how I looked, how I spoke, how I carried myself, my energy, my passion. They said they could hear it in my voice and they could see it in my eyes that I wasn't okay and that I was declining. And I deleted it. I didn't want my parents to see it. I didn't want it to exist. You know, so I didn't say anything. If I had received something like that now, I think I would respond and say, thank you for seeing me. Like, thank you for seeing me. So what now? What is the point of this whole video? I don't want it to be fully dark and dreary. The reason why I'm making this video is because I want to let you know that there's going to be some really big changes. I have to take a hold of my life, get back into control, find my spark again, find what makes me happy. And unfortunately, it's not going to be what I've been doing for the last 10 years. I have to get out of the cycle, because even though I've loved sitting down in my studio in front of my backdrop, filming something spooky and editing it, I now associate that with the darkness that I've been having the past while. And so I need to get out of the cycle of doing the same thing over and over and over again. I've been doing it for 10 years. I've been sitting down in front of a backdrop for 10 years and filming the same kind of topics and posting it. And I feel like I've just been in a bubble. Like I haven't been able to step out of it and do something new. And I think if I've been in such a dark place and I don't know why I haven't been able to get out, I need to do something different to see if that helps. I also feel like I haven't been able to be authentically myself, because I can't post a video of like scariest sleepwalking stories and then sit down and be like, hi guys, by the way, this morning I could barely get out of bed. I had a horrible headache. My jaw was hurting. I felt sick. I had a fever. I had to take an Advil, but here's the scariest sleepwalking stories. So I don't know. I feel like I need to do something that allows me to be more real, to give you life updates and to tell you how I'm feeling and if I'm having a good day or a bad day or what's going on. And I think the only way I could do that is if I turn this channel into a vlog channel, into an everything channel, if you will. I know I've been vlogging on another channel for the past little while, but I really want to pour all of my energy and focus into that kind of content. But on my main channel, I want to switch it up. I want to change things up. And I hope that you guys will stick around and just come on this journey with me. I am in a place where I don't really care about if I have low views or if I'm not doing something that's trending or that will go viral. I used to really care about that stuff when I first started YouTube. It used to impact me if I put something out that didn't do well. But now I had reached such a low bottom that what could be worse, you know? I feel like why not try and find passion again and put it into something new? And I think that I could still incorporate everything that I love and that you guys love. I can still incorporate spooky things and fun stories, and I just think it'll look a little different, but it'll allow me to like go on adventures and try new things and maybe show you just my bad days. If I'm having a lazy bad day, I can vlog that. And maybe people who are going through similar things will feel like they're less alone in a way. Or I also have like fun ideas, like going to Niagara Falls to go to the Rainforest Cafe to see that scary, creepy tree that I did a video about. And I haven't seen that tree, that animatronic tree, since I was a kid. And I think just like having outings and doing fun things will be good for me, you know? And there's also a lot of things that I have never told you guys, like a lot of story times from my life that I've hinted about, but I've been too nervous to put on my channel. I know I've been saying for 10 years that I had something happen to me in high school that I've been too scared to tell. And I think having a lifestyle vlog channel, I can now bring up those things in a more casual manner, because I feel like my studio that I have sitting down in front of a backdrop, it all feels very formal and professional and like makes me a little bit scared to talk about the deeper story times from my life. Anyways, I know that this video got a little dark and depressing, and so I want to reassure you that I am okay. I think it's good I've come to terms with these things, and I have a very good support system around me, and I'm really trying to just embrace that chronic illness is my life, but it's not the end of the world, you know? Even though some days are gonna be bad and, you know, I do deal with chronic pain, the world will keep spinning, and there are things to be happy about, and you can always start new. Cleaning out this office space has been so surreal because this has been my life for a decade. So I'm so used to seeing a studio and my lights and my backdrop and my stools, and it's all gone now. And we're just replacing it with like an extra treadmill, and it's so spacious in here now. And what's crazy is that we put a few things onto Facebook Marketplace, and in 30 minutes they were claimed. 30 minutes, and there's a snowstorm outside, and they were here and took the ginormous rug and they were gone. So now I'm sitting on the floor in front of my filing cabinet, and I'm looking for some files that I haven't looked at in a very long time. I mentioned that I want to start telling you some story times that I was too afraid to tell on my channel for years and years, and two of those things happened to me in high school, and both of those things have police reports. I know this is gonna sound crazy, but the first thing is that my best friend tried to me, and the police were called. They stormed the school, they took her to jail. That is a whole thing that I want to talk about with you guys maybe in the next video. And the second thing is that my boyfriend at the time, or a guy that I was seeing, caused the school to go into a lockdown. He brought a weapon to school, and something happened in one of the washrooms, and it was crazy. And so yeah, my cabinets right here have all of the evidence, and I'm just ready to talk about it. Obviously my channel is not going to suddenly turn into crazy story times. I only have like 2 main ones that I've kept secret that I just want to tell at this point in my life. It's been 15 years. And yeah, I just wanted to end this video giving you guys something to look forward to, some fun thing. Well, they're definitely not fun things that I'm gonna tell you, but you'll probably find it entertaining. And to anyone that might be upset that my content is changing so drastically, I hear you, I understand. It's super weird that after a decade, things are like turning into a completely different thing. And I just wanna tell you that you never know what my future holds. You never know what I might go back to, or I don't know, who knows? Maybe eventually I'll find my way back to my roots, but I think let's try this year doing something new, and I love you guys so much, and I cannot wait to see you in my next video, my next vlog. See you then. Bye.